if I'm keeping it a buck, I'm finding these videos to becoming harder and harder to make, not because like bro, see, anyway, I'm just finding these videos are becoming harder and harder to make because I want to say it's out of laziness, but I feel like it's just out of, I don't know. I guess it's out of, I just like have no drive. And I feel like it's like similar to like when people are detoxing. Yeah, it's similar to when people are like detoxing and like as you're going through the detox process, like at first you're like, all right, I got this. And then when you start, as you like start going on and on through it, it like starts to get difficult, you know, after a while. And I think that's just the point I've hit. But like, I like making videos. Like, although, fucking bitch. Although I've gotten, oh, I'm bleeding. Like, although what am I trying to say? I like making videos. Like, I really like making and editing videos. Like, back when I used to, like, actually, like, make TikToks or make YouTube videos, I was enjoying that. And then, like, again, that's something I stopped. That's something I should get back into, like, just making regular old videos. But I like making videos, but then, like, after a while, it just kind of gets difficult. And, like, then, I don't know, I also feel like I just haven't, there's, like, so much I could talk about, but, like, I have trouble, like, keeping things in one cohesive thought and just focusing on one thing and finding one thing to focus on. Or, like, I have the one thing I want to focus on, but then I have all these ideas and everything like that. But, I don't know. I try to be structured, but I don't know. Structure is just not a me thing, I guess. I simply cannot do it. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I've just decided this video is just gonna be a whole bunch of unhinged randomness. Obviously when it goes up on like the socials and whatnot, it's gonna be like trimmed down heavy. But like, I think I'm gonna just keep all of everything, not all of everything, but like, I don't know, I'm gonna try to put in a lot of work for the one that I put on YouTube. Spoiler alert, I didn't. I did not. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So this video is just gonna be all over the fucking place. My thing is, I've been home for like a little over an hour and a half. Probably a lot over an hour and a half. I honestly don't know what time I got home, but I literally sat down. I don't know, after I get off work, I just don't be wanting to do nothing. And I feel like that's what also like plays into like making it so hard to actually make videos is just cause I get what was I saying? I can't even recall if I'm keeping it a bucksky. I also find it hard making videos because of work. I be having to work, and then I get off work and I don't want to do nothing but just like chillax, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, I don't know, that's the point where like I should be trying my best to do the stuffs. It's just cause that's when that's like the best time. But I don't know. And then it's like I wanna make shit, like make cool shit for everybody to enjoy and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But like right now, like with these ones, they're not really for everybody, they're for me, I think. I think it's just me attempting to watch my progress or something. But we gonna switch up the camera vibes. We gonna switch up the vibes. Yeah, that's much better. That's much more crisp. Let me make up my space. But yeah, it's just like I don't know. I guess like without me trying to drown out my thoughts and other things, it like it's difficult. Shit's difficult. Everything's difficult. Nothing can ever just be easy. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how it goes around the. Oh, I just hit my heel. These parts. And I don't know. It's like once I turn on the camera, I kind of just forget my train of thought. I don't even remember what it was I was talking about. Yeah, it's bad. It's so bad. And there's like so much I need to do. Well, I wouldn't say need, but like there's a lot that I need. Well, again, I say it's not need. There's a lot that could be done. Jango Fat! Hi, puppy doggy. Hi, puppy doggy. Wow, you're fake. You're gonna leave me? But so I don't know if anybody else noticed that, but the dog just pissed all over the couch.
On WhatsApp, your personal messages.
That comes into play later. And like I was literally just saying, I'm having it at this exact moment. Like somehow you would think your brain could only focus on like one thing at a time, but I noticed that like I like try to think about so much stuff at once that I completely forget like what the point of anything was that I was trying to do in the moment. And it don't even make no sense. It don't make sense at all. And I'm hoping that like this is like this all comes together and actually is me saying something, but I feel like at this point I'm just like rambling. But I don't care. I don't really care. I do care, but I don't care. Sometimes all we really need is to just talk. And whether that be about absolutely nothing or something that's semi or actually important. Or it's just like, you know, just talking random to talk random, then, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I don't know. I can't tell if this is like an ADHD thing or not. Like, this entire time I keep like just doing random things and yeah, just doing random things. Just like, I wouldn't say distracting myself. It's more like I'm like I know I'm supposed to be talking. I don't know, having some profound thought right now, but then it's like I look over at something and I'm like, yeah, I just want to play with that. In another context, that would sound so bad. But I also noticed that, like, first and foremost, ever since I got headphones like this, I noticed that I'm constantly wearing headphones, and if I'm not mistaken, isn't that like a thing with people with autism? They be doing that, like something about like sensory overload or something like that. But like, I don't know. I'm not gonna try to unpack this right now. My brain ain't in working condition. But yeah, to go back to what I was saying before, I wanna like put in a lot of effort. Like that first video, I put in a lot of effort with that first video, you know? And then it's just been seeming like the past few days I've just been real lazy about it. But like I said, like, I know work kind of gets in the way of things and everything like that. And I want to tell myself it's like I'm making excuses. It's just me being lazy. And I don't know if necessarily it's me being lazy. It's more like it's me just not wanting to. And that's like, that goes back into what I was saying about how, like, at first I was like, yeah, I got this, you know. But the drive is just slowly starting to disappear. But I told myself and others that I was going to continue. And I got not everybody, so many people that are like, you know, supporting me. And I can't let people down. And I know it's not about everybody else. It's supposed to be about me. But it's like, but that's like a big part of me is like, I want to make people proud. I like keeping people happy, things like that. But I don't, how the fuck did I lose my train of thought again? I want it, like, obviously I have to keep going for myself to prove that I can do it. And like, at this point, it's not even about like not doing any of the stuff that I was doing, all the hood rat shit with my friends. It's about, I guess now that like I'm sober, I'm being forced to confront everything I've been feeling, and I don't like it because now it's just me alone with my thoughts. THOUGHTS, not THOTS. You know, those are the bad thoughts. And some of them ain't even bad. Speaking of which, I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. How is it that dudes always like, and pardon my French, but dudes always like, I only fuck with bad bitches, you know what I'm saying? I only fuck with the fine hoes, blah, 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 blah. But then all these ugly girls be pregnant. I'm sorry. I know. I should stop. Someone take my phone. Someone take my phone. But no. It's just like, that aside, you know, all the support is great and all, and that's cool. But like, something I've just been thinking about is like, I sit here and I'm like, yeah, people are supporting me. I got friends and everything like that. But like, I go through my day to day, and in my head, I know that I have friends. I know my friends are my friends. But like, oftentimes I'm like sitting, pondering to myself, and I'm just like, are the people that call themselves my friends actually my friends? And it's like, I know they are, but I don't know, my brain, damn, did this nigga just body slammer? Big body's done derailed my train of thought again. Fucking, yeah, no, I know I have friends. It just seems like, I don't know, sometimes it just feels like I don't. And I know that's just me getting in my head about things, but I don't know, I feel like it's just me, and overthinking, not even overthinking. I think it's more like I'm underthinking. That's the thing, right? People underthink. Yeah, people underthink. If that were the case, we wouldn't have all these videos of people like hurting themselves because they did something stupid, knowing damn well they couldn't do it. Anyway, but yeah, I just kind of, I guess, just be thinking a little too much. And then it's like me being, I'm not gonna say suspicious, but it's doubting. I'm like doubting the validity of the friends that I have. And that just begs the question, like, what is considered a friend? Because, like, for me, I consider, like, a lot of people I meet, you know, we can have a conversation, like, one time.
Maybe we try spamming it this time. Maybe we try spamming it and see.
I just laid in it. I just laid in it. I laid in it. We got a conversation one time, and then I'm just like, yeah, we're friends now, you know? And maybe that, like, messes with my head a little. Like, I kind of just get in my own way about things. And, yeah. But the whole premise of all of this is just, like, I have so much that goes on in my head that I think about. And then maybe it's not even actually that I'm, like, running away from the bad thoughts when I do try to drown it out with whatever it may be. Maybe it's just I'm trying not to think about the fact that I'm thinking so much, and it's like overwhelming. I overwhelm myself. Like, imagine overwhelming yourself just by thinking about every thought you have. And that's also probably why it is that it, like, gets hard to make the videos. It's just because I have so many ideas. I have so many cool ideas, and it's just hard to, like, just put it down onto, like, paper or something, which is, like, what I did. I literally, like, made a list of stuff that I could do, or things of that nature, like topics I can discuss and things like that. And it, like, even after doing that, I was just like, man, there's a lot of stuff, but, like, I can't do it all at once. Which is interesting, because, like, when it comes to, like, cooking, whenever I'm cooking, like, there's multiple things that I'm doing at once, and I, like, handle that so well. But when it comes to stuff like this, like, when I'm actually sitting there and trying to let my creativity be creative, I just overwhelm myself, and then I'm like, yeah, I can't do this. And, like, if I could somehow transfer, like, how I do with when I'm cooking to that, I feel like that'd help in some way. Yeah, that made sense. That made a lot of sense. It made sense to me. I think that's all that really matters. But yeah, I don't know. And it's like, there's, like, so much background stuff that, like, I could be sitting there having the time of my life doing something I love, and, like, all that background stuff is just in my head, and then I'm thinking about that instead of thinking about the task at hand as well. Whenever I do finally find a task, I just need to, I don't know, I need to be able to do things that I say I'm gonna do when I say I'm gonna do them. Like, instead of just being like, I'm gonna do this, I should just be, like, able to be like, oh, Yeah, this just popped in my head. Yeah, let me just go get that done. But I always distract myself somehow, and then I don't get it done. 'Tis a tragedy, really. But I guess I'll get through it somehow, some way. That's another thing. I'm always saying that. I'm always saying I'll get through it. And then I never really know when I've gotten through it, because it always seems like I'm still in the same place. And it doesn't help with, like, I don't know, comparing myself to everybody else and seeing where other people are. And like, in my head, it's like, oh, they're doing better, and I'm not. But, like, for all I know, they could just not be doing good, you know? And that's just like, what's it called? I don't know what it's called. It's like a detriment to me, because then I'm like, I'm not gonna say downplaying. What's the word? It's like I guess downplaying. Yeah, downplaying my progress or whatever. But for all I know, compared to somebody else, like, somebody could be looking at me and thinking like, oh yeah, he's doing great or whatever. But I don't know. I just don't see it that way. Sometimes. But like, on the flip side, there are times when I am like, okay, I remember I used to be like doing this, and I'm doing this, so I'm doing good. I guess I should probably take my own advice, because I'm constantly telling Annabelle the same thing. Like, whenever she comes to me, she's always saying like she don't like the way she look and blah 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 blah, and I'm always like, you gotta focus on your little wins, because if you keep focusing on the L's, then all you're ever gonna notice is your L's. So I guess I should just focus on my little wins and not really focus on anybody else. What was that saying? Comparison is the thief of joy. It's pretty accurate. And like, I don't think people realize how accurate that is. It's like, you gotta not sit there and compare yourself to other people. And it's hard. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's something that can just be done simply, you know? Like you just flip a switch and it's handled. But like, it's definitely something that I just gotta start taking into consideration a lot heavier, you know? It'd be very much beneficial if I do so. And I could just keep going on and on and on and talking about literally everything. But then at that point, it's like, boom, out of material, you know what I'm saying? Something else I noticed is, oh God. I don't know if I can call it a habit. I don't know, I have this thing where, like, I'm sure other people know this too, like, I don't like looking at the camera. And I do this when I'm talking to people too. I don't look at people when I talk to them. And I'm pretty sure that's like a thing. That's like a thing. I don't know what it's called. I could look it up. Probably won't. I'll probably completely forget about it after I end the video. Damn, my hair is actually really long. What the heck? But yeah. Okay, bye.